Oh, hello, birds plus animals. How are you today? I can't remember everybody's names on here, so excuse me. Oh, got me some chai tea latte today with vanilla syrup. Yummy, yummy. Birds outside chirping. We got the windows open today. I think it's going to be a nice day today. I'm supposed to get a little bit of rain, but I don't think it's supposed to be much. That's good. I am trying to get motivated on my walking. I was out before 8 o'clock. Trying to get motivated on. Randy.
What?
Randy, where's your stool?
Back here.
Huh. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm getting motivated on my walking. Was out before 8 o'clock this morning. Randy was asleep, so he didn't go with me. But we went. I went yesterday morning too. Before my doctor's appointment, and then 8:30 last night, Randy said, "You want to go for a walk?" And I'm like, "Yes, let's go." And I think he was joking, but I got ready and we went at 8:30, and it was sprinkling out, but we didn't care. We stayed out. That's motivation. What else? So today I went for 42 minutes this morning, and then after I get off this live, it's Randy's turn to go. I'm going to do one by myself in the morning, and then one later. He can't get up and go. He's got to have his coffee, watch his YouTubes, and all that stuff, and then he goes.
Well, I got up early this morning.
I
got up at 5 o'clock.
I did too. Just take my medicine.
I got up 5 o'clock, fell back asleep probably 5:35. But I got up and got on the recliner.
You got up at 5 and went back to sleep at 5:35?
As soon as I checked in on the airline.
So we are getting ready to leave to go to Vegas, and we're taking Southwestern Airlines. So when you take Southwestern, you can't choose your seats. So the earlier you check in, the more of a chance you have to sit with Randy.
Yeah, more chances of you have of sitting
up and did it 5 minutes after. Allowed to do it 24 hours before you.
Yeah, I did it as soon as it came open. I mean, I was hitting the button. As soon as it let, it went through. As soon as it let
Did it tell you where we're at?
No, yeah, it tells us where.
Not what
seats, group,
but what group.
What group? Yeah.
So we A.
Oh.
B.
No.
C.
C. I think it's C. I'd have to bring it up on my phone.
There's no way people did it before us.
Well, they pay extra to get those seats. They pay a little extra. $35 ticket or whatever it is. Something like that. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I sit by myself. No, I don't like to when we go to Vegas because it's a 4-hour trip and I fall asleep and I don't want my head to fall on somebody else while I'm sleeping.
One time we went to Vegas and I forgot to check in coming back. And so when we got to the airport, it was pretty much, we was the last one getting on the plane. I got the very last seat in the back next to the bathroom, and it smelled like pee. And all the way from Vegas to Columbus, I had to sit in my seat like this because the smell of pee was so bad in that plane.
Somebody needs to drink water. Somebody needs a lot of water. Yeah. So, let's see. We just got back from vacation. We took our RV out. So If you don't know about our RV channel, it's RV Adventures with Randy and Tina. Oh, well, my earring things were on.
What's the name of it?
RV Adventures with Randy and Tina. I'm Tina.
I'm Randy. I'm Randy.
Randy, you're Annie.
I'm Randy.
You're Randy. So yes, we took the RV to South Carolina. Got some really good footage of some falls and stuff. So you'll want to go see that. We still got some that's going to be coming up soon. And then we went to Kentucky. And I'm not going to tell you what we did. You just have to watch. But that's good. One in Kentucky. I mean, all of it was good, but so while we was out, we stayed at on the way there, on the way back, we stopped and we stayed at Cracker Barrels. And I thought it would be kind of scary, maybe, but no, other people were parked there, and
It wasn't bad.
No,
I'm sure there's some
I
bad
didn't
ones
hear
that you
no-
wouldn't want. You wouldn't want to probably park at some of them around Columbus
yeah,
because of, especially the one down on Stringtown Road. There's a lot of stuff that goes on down. There's a hotel down there behind that. A lot of riffraff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you'd want to stay there. But
but the ones we picked, I think, were pretty decent, and we went in there and ate and stuff. So
we've had this camper, this RV, for about a year and a half, and I've been looking to upgrade the generator in it, and I've been pricing them, and I've been thinking about just taking the generator out of it and putting a new generator in it, because the generator that was in it would only run the lights. On the inside, wouldn't run the refrigerator, microwave, and air conditioning. So I was going to upgrade it and put a better one in it. Well, yesterday I was doing a little research, trying to find out what kind of generator I could put in there, and they were all coming back about $800, $900, $1,000. And I went out to measure it to see how much room I had to put a new generator in there. And I took the cover off the generator, and I noticed that there was a 30 amp switch in there. And I thought, and the 30 amp switch was turned off. So I thought, if I flip this on, if I start this generator and flip this on, is my AC going to work? Is my microwave going to work? So I did. I flipped that switch. I started the generator, flipped that, and sure enough, everything worked on the inside of that. Here's the funny thing about it. I'd been to the RV dealership and talked to them about that. And they told me that generator wouldn't run everything. And I thought that was odd, that it would only run the lights on the inside. So that's why I never really investigated why that generator didn't run everything, because the RV dealers actually I'd watch videos on YouTube about it. And that's why I never really investigated why that generator never ran everything. So now I don't even need a generator. And I priced that generator that's in there. That's like a $5,000 generator. It's like $45,000 generator. Ooh. And I was going to take it out and replace it with a $900 generator. But yeah, I'm just glad that I found that, because it's weird that other people with RVs that I've talked to and stuff, they said it wouldn't run everything, and yeah, it will. Yeah, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
So that was a big relief. That's a lot of work.
I can use the microwave when I want to.
Yeah. And it runs off gas. It runs off the gas tank of the vehicle, which is another story.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I don't know how many gallon that tank is, 45, maybe 50 gallon gas tank. And man, to fill it up.
Yep, it was guzzling it up.
First time we filled it up was 140. 200 some miles later was 160 or 180. So, yeah,
Mhm.
not good.
He's going to have to give him a job.
But it's kind of weird. I see all these jobs out and stuff. I thought, man, I could probably do that. Then I think, nah, I ain't doing that. Too old to do that. But you never seen those jobs when you really wanted to switch jobs.
Oh yeah.
See the ads and stuff.
Of course. My shirt is Groove for St. Jude. When we was on the cruise, they do a
Hello.
hello, Pete.
Yep. Hello, Pete.
They
Redhead Pete.
they do a thing for St. Jude every cruise and to donate money and stuff, and they give you shirts and stuff. So we donated to get some shirts, me and the granddaughters. Yes.
Right on.
Cold beer ranch.
Cold Beer Ranch.
Since 2018.
What?
4 years.
It says 2018?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it does, don't it?
2018.
Yeah, he's selling this Cold Beer Ranch. And he's buying some 50 some acres, something like that. So here's my question to Cold Beer Ranch. He said that we could bring our RV down
Yes.
to Cold Beer Ranch.
And stay.
Now,
Visit.
if we show up, we're going to meet some new people. So do we get to go to the new beer, Cold Beer Ranch?
Yes. I will be finding him. I will be talking to him.
Yeah.
Oh, so yes, we are leaving tomorrow morning at 5:30 to go to Vegas. And while we're in Vegas, we are meeting up with some YouTube friends that we've never met. So that's cool. So yeah.
Yeah, they're RVers also.
Yes. RV Life with K&D. Kenny and Debbie. So yeah, we're going to meet up with them, and this trip isn't going to be on our
RV Adventure.
yeah, it's going to be on this
It's gonna be
because
on this
we're
one, yeah.
actually taking a plane. So the only thing that's going to be on the RV Adventures with Randy and Tina is when we take the RV out. Yes. And we need to do that.
We got a few things scheduled for the RV.
Mhm.
We're going to do something we've never done before, like
Oh yeah.
the Ohio State Fair, which is, I don't know, they haven't had it in a couple of years because of the COVID, but for a long time it was considered the largest state fair in the United States. It was always between it and Texas. So with attendance and stuff and how big it is, it's a pretty big fair. So we're going to take the RV to that for a couple of days. And let's see, we wanted to go up to Put-in-Bay, go up to that, and we'll see about that. We haven't actually made a campground or anything for that.
Yes.
Do you know who Cold Beer Ranch is? Treadhead Pete. He didn't make videos for a long time. He would make a video like once a month or once every 2 months
In the beginning.
in the beginning, and he did everything on his phone. But now he's upgraded and got him a different camera, and I think he got him a new laptop to do editing and all that stuff on. But you would never know that he did it on his phone because he was pretty good at it.
On Father's Day, well, Saturday before Father's Day, we have a annual Father's Day cookout every year. Well, we skipped it a couple years, didn't we? Or at least 1 year because of COVID. I've been just 1 year. But anyways, my dad's coming, and he's played music pretty much all of his life. He plays the drums and he sings. So I'll have to get them. And Randy's son's coming, so all three of them are into music. So we can get them up here into the music room next door that's not done. So it'll look nasty, but it'll sound good. And I'll have to get you guys on some video for you to do jamming out. You play the guitar. That'll play the drums. Randy can sing. Randy don't sing. Keyboard. Keyboard. But yeah, try to get a jam session videoed. Yes. What else we got going on? In July, the second week of July, we do a family camping trip. That's scheduled and ready to go. Got 3 people in the family that are graduating this year, so got graduation parties to go to. One of them was my granddaughter. It's the video's on here of her graduating. What else we got? My granddaughter's on a cruise right now.
Your other granddaughter.
My other granddaughter is, which is sad because it's their first cruise together, her and her boyfriend. And Miami, I guess, was really bad when they left. The streets were flooded and everything. But today, I think today, they should be in Grand Turk. So hopefully it's lovely there. I love Grand Turk. It's one of my favorite places.
Grand Turk. I love the beach there.
Yeah, the
beach. The beach is awesome.
Yeah.
And you can take the snorkeling out, the snorkeling gear, and go out on the beach and look at the fish. You see fish that you normally don't see. You see in movies and stuff.
Yeah.
But
awesome,
the fish, the different colors fish is like amazing.
Now, just to go to Grand Turk, I don't know. We just go to the beach area. They drop us off at the beach area. I don't know anything else about it, but the beach is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful.
I'm going to move that camera over because it looks like we're not looking at the camera. Let me see what that looks like if I move that camera over.
He does have a bright light right there, so when I look that way.
How about that?
Hello. I can see where some trimming has to go along the bottom of that thing over there.
Yeah.
Over here. There. Yeah, so
So is that better?
Yeah, and I think summer's here to stay, so woohoo, love the summer. In Vegas, it's going to be 109.
Yeah, snorkeling. I'd never done it as a kid. The first time I really ever done it was at Grand Turk, and I was amazed. But when we went to Cancun earlier in the spring.
Don't tell them.
About what?
Tina chickened out.
Oh yeah, Tina chickened out. But I snorkeled in Cancun, and it was an excursion of snorkeling. I won't ever do that again, but yeah, you could see stuff that you normally couldn't see. 50 and raining in Michigan.
40 and broke. It's 50 and raining. I think we're going to get a little bit here, but
Yeah.
we did get a lot. Was it last night? Yeah, it was
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
We had thunderstorms yesterday. Had a thunderstorm warning, but it rained pretty hard. Had high winds. I think we had 50-mile-an-hour winds.
109. Oof. I love it.
Yeah, snorkeling is pretty cool. As far as the snorkeling in Cancun, they made me swim a long way. I think it was I can't remember how many yards it was, 900 yards or something like that. You jump off a boat and you had to swim to this floating ball or something that stuck out of the water. And I had to swim to it. Or it wasn't just me. It was probably about 75 of us maybe. But anyway, I had to swim to it. They did give you it wasn't like a vest. It was a thing that went around your waist. So you could lean over and put your head in the water and look down. The problem with that was it was hard to get back up once you went down. And eventually you'd want to get back up and start swimming, I guess. But yes.
Hello, Kenny and Debbie. Good morning. They live in Nevada. It's 103 there, they say today. Yes.
It's like an oven.
We were just talking about you, RV Life with K&D, and they do have another channel. He has a channel with Kenny P. Road to Recovery.
It was like a floaty, yeah.
Yeah. So we were just talking about you, saying we're going to try to meet up when we're in Vegas. Be cool. That's one thing I'm interested in YouTube. I would like to meet a lot of my subscribers, a lot of my friends.
Oh yeah, it's going to warm up pretty good today, I bet.
Yeah, they said it's going. Oh, it's Las Vegas. They're at what, 7 o'clock? 7.
Yep, 7:20, 7:23, something like that.
Oh yeah, it's 100. Ooh. Yeah, we heard it's going to be 109 when we're there, and I'm okay with that. So 40 and broke is from Michigan. So when we go to Michigan, we'll have to look you up. Maybe we can stop and have tea at a little cafe or something, or coffee, tea, coffee.
He changed it. RV Life with K&D.
There you go.
He switched it up.
I do that all the time now. Yeah, having both channels. Oh, also while we were out in the RV, I would get people that would see our RV logo on the back, and people would say, "Oh, we just passed you on like 75," or all that stuff. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that happened a few times. Or they go by us blowing their horn, beep, beep, beep.
We had it was a guy driving, I don't know, but then there was a guy probably in about 18 or 19 in the passenger seat, and they were blowing the horn. He was out the window waving at us.
Yeah.
One thing we need to do is we need to still get our map on our RV.
Yeah.
And put our states.
Yeah.
So we can put two states, 3 states.
What 3? Oh, North Carolina,
South Carolina, North Carolina, and Michigan. Oh, not Michigan. Kentucky. And I haven't told you what we did in Kentucky yet, but stay tuned on RV Adventures with Randy and Tina because it's really, really cool. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's cold when someone goes by. Yep. So we're We're gonna have to go to bed around 7 o'clock tonight. You ready for 7 o'clock bedtime? We have to get up at like 3:30 to catch our plane by 5:30.
I'm ready to go to bed now.
And then when we get to Vegas, the time change, it's going to be 6:30 in the morning when we get there. So we're going to be
6:30 their time.
6:30 a.m. So we'll just have to find something to do which there's plenty to do until we can get our hotel room. And then when you're in Vegas, who spends time in the hotel room anyway? Well, I'll sleep the whole time on the plane. That's what I do. I take some Bo9 so I don't get sick, and then I usually just fall asleep on the plane. That's why I got to sit near Randy. So when my head falls over, it'll be on him and not a stranger. But yeah. And then we get back from there. We got Father's Day. We got 4th of July. We got camping. And all that stuff. Yeah. So, you guys all have plans for the summer? What's your plans for the summer?
Yeah, what are you guys doing?
Tell us what you guys are doing so we can get some ideas. Yeah, if you're familiar with Ohio, we want to go Put-in-Bay.
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 Yep.
Not Pudding Bay.
Put-in-Bay.
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 Yeah. I'm going to show you guys real quick how we got ours set up as far as our live is.
Yeah.
What it is, we got...
What are you doing?
I got a camera. I'm going to show them. I got a camera. I got a computer hooked up into a 43-inch TV. Well, the computer is on YouTube, of course. And then I bought a camera to put on the computer. And then I got a microphone also, which the microphone on the camera is normally what we use, but this is the first time we've used a separate microphone. But this is how I got mine set up.
Don't get dizzy.
So when we sit and we look at this, we can see all the comments on the TV screen and everything. But yeah, that's how we do it. I think some people put theirs on like laptops and stuff like that. And I think sometimes it makes them hard. They'll get their phones out and
Look at all the hair on your arms.
I got hairy arms. But yeah, that's how we do it. But some people will have, they'll be on their laptops and then they can't see the writing and stuff, the people commenting. And so they're constantly looking down at their phones or whatever. So this is how we do it. So kind of makes it a little bit easy for us considering, we both have reading glasses. So if we was doing it on our phones, we'd both have to have glasses on looking at our phones for the comments.
I don't really need them. I just wear them because I want him to feel better about his age. That I act like I need them too.
Okay, 40 and broke. He's going to be working.
Building his coaching business.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it works pretty good for us, RV Life with K&D.
Okay, so Kenny and Debbie, you guys weren't on here earlier when Randy's talking about, we found out we had a generator in the RV that we didn't know about.
No, we knew we had a generator.
Well,
yeah,
that's all I know is that kind of stuff.
We knew we had a generator, and it fires up and it works just fine, but it only ran the lights on the inside. And So that's what we only used it for, was the lights on the inside. It wouldn't work the microwave, and it wouldn't work the AC. Now, we would use that stuff when we would use the power cord. When we get to a campground, we hook up the land power. But I found out yesterday that generator also has enough power to run the AC and everything on the inside. That was just a flip of the switch. It was a 30 amp breaker, or 30 amp on and off switch on the outside, right on the generator. And I had no idea that was like that. And I had talked to people about it, like at RV companies like Camping World and places like that. And they said, no, you can't run your air conditioner on that. You can only run stuff on the inside, like the lights. So I never really investigated it. And then I found that yesterday, and I found out that this generator is actually a pretty hefty generator that will run everything. But yeah, so I don't know. K&D, does your generator run everything in your RV? I guess some don't. That's why they told me that mine wouldn't, because they didn't. I guess some are just like that. So, but mine does.
So yeah, Pete, I
realized
you weren't on for a long time, and then you just did a video. So you're going to go to more museums. I'm interested in that kind of stuff. I used to not be interested in like history or any of that stuff, but I like it all now. We have to see if that
See, I don't know.
Oh, that's what I want to do, is use my microwave.
I don't know. I didn't try to run the microwave with the AC on, but
the light came on.
Yeah,
saying it was on.
Yeah, so. The micro, because it's got the time and stuff on the microwave. All that came on, and I kicked on but I didn't actually try to heat anything up in the microwave. So that's something we'll have to find out, I guess.
Yes.
But even if I can just run that air conditioning, because then things get hot on the inside.
Oh, hot is good. Hot tea, hot coffee, hot weather. Hot food.
Hot food.
So I will call you today, Kenny and Debbie, to see if you guys are still able to meet up someday next week. They say we have an Onan 5500, so it depends on the size.
We have the generic brand.
Not generic, but that's the name of it.
Yeah.
Because he said that to me yesterday, and I'm like, huh?
Yeah. I think the Onan is probably the most popular. It's like, it seems like most RVs have that generator in it. But the generic brand is like probably the second most that comes with an RV. A lot of people are putting secondary generators or buying generators and stuff. And I think mine is a generic 4700, I believe. But see, our RV only has one AC. And I think you said yours has two ACs. So you have to shut off one of the ACs to run the microwave. I don't know. I'll be finding out, I guess.
Oh, yeah, Pete. I'll be sure to watch that today. It sounds interesting. Had to finish editing on his phone on breaks.
Oh, yeah, Doomsday was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think in the early fall, I'd like to go to all the states up north, all the little Massachusetts and all those. They say that place up there is nice to see in the fall. But I don't want to go when it's real cold. Like, I want to go in the early fall if we go. It might be next year because we got some things planned for this year already. So it might be next year.
We got some stuff planned all the way up until the end of July, so I don't know what we're going to do after that. I know gas prices is like, as far as running an RV, like we had plans to do all 50 states or whatever. Them gas prices is like outrageous.
Well, originally when we talked about getting an RV, we wanted to do all 50 states in a year, and then we decided.
Well, 48 states is what it was.
Well, we're still on.
We call it, we say 50, but it's 48.
Well, when we go to, we can drive to Alaska.
Oh, we could. It costs us like.
Well, maybe when the prices go down to $1, we'll go to Alaska. And then I think we'll eventually take a cruise to Hawaii, because you can't drive to Hawaii. But yeah. So yeah, I don't know if the prices will ever go down. If they do go down, we need to get a great big tank and fill it up.
It's a bummer.
Yeah.
There's a channel I watch. They redid an RV. They bought an older one, Class C, like ours, except it was probably 15 years older. And their channel is actually really big. I forget the name of the channel, but they're going to do
That's how big it is.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how big their channel is.
You forgot about it.
Their channel is so big. They're going to all 50 states. That's how big their channel is. But how they're doing it is on Alaska, they're going to put their RV on a boat in Washington and have it sent to Alaska. And then they're going to pick it up in Alaska and then camp out in Alaska. And then they're going to go to Hawaii.
That sounds expensive.
Yeah, that's how big their channel is.
Well, yeah.
But on Hawaii, I guess camping isn't a thing in Hawaii, and there is no RVs in Alaska, supposedly.
In Alaska or Hawaii?
I'm sorry, Hawaii.
Hawaii.
In Hawaii. There's no RVs in Hawaii, so they're just going to go ahead and fly to Hawaii and camp in Hawaii. But they said RV is not a thing there. RVs. They said there are virtually no RVs in Alaska. So they said for them to ship theirs there and then not be able to take it anywhere, it's like, wouldn't be worth it. But what was the name of that channel?
I don't know, but we are going camping. We have a family trip in July. We always take, and campsites fill up quick. Like we would have to know where we're going in advance.
Yeah.
To even camp somewhere.
You got to camp.
It's crazy.
You got to get your campsite in January for the summer in Ohio.
That's what we did for the one we do in July.
Yeah, the one that we're going to in July, we had to book it in January. Now we're going to Disney at the first of this year. And the Disney
next year, the end of this year, first.
That would be this year. Yeah, it'd be this year.
Yeah, you said the beginning of this year.
Okay, well, we can't be going to last January.
I know. Anyway,
we tried to book Disney, and it was all taken up. So we got in a campground outside Orlando. So we went ahead and booked that, but we're going to be checking with Disney off and on. And then if we can, we're going to book that and then cancel the other one. but we had to lock in a campground to be guaranteed that we're going to, because her granddaughter is going to be playing in the band, and her high school band's going to Disney to play. So we had to have the campground for then. So
Well, that could be really expensive these days to drive. Gas was $2.22 per liter here this morning. That's on.
wow.
Ooh, gosh.
Yeah, I knew that their
$8.
pricing was different than ours, because I was watching a video of a guy camping in Canada, and when he went to the gas pump, it was like $2, and I'm like, I know they don't go by gallons.
I know the 212 sounds really good, but
Yeah.
when you look at
It's
per liter,
Yeah, it's a liter. So
wow.
yeah.
Oh my gosh. So is anything going to change? This is crazy.
Oh,
They say we have so much just sitting here.
yeah.
And when they say so much, they're talking about the United States, right? Yeah.
But
I don't know.
But anyway, yeah, we're going to Disney, and then we're let's see where else.
55 cents when I start driving.
I remember 36.
That tell you how while you were driving? That's just
No,
remember
no,
you
no.
as
Mom and Dad.
Yeah, okay.
Mom
Back
would
then I wasn't concerned until I started driving, but
Mom and Dad would go down to the gas station down the street. It was like 36 cents. I remember went to 89 cents, and it was like, they were like, what? But then again, back in them days, minimum wage was $1.95. So
yeah.
and back in them days, cars only got like 17 miles to a gallon, 20 miles to a gallon. So I guess that would be kind of high for back then.
Yep. I don't know. I told Randy before we started doing this, I said we should get a truck and a camper. If we would have done that, we'd be saving lots of money.
No, it would be the same. You'd be getting the same miles per gallon.
But only so much gas goes in a.
It doesn't matter. You still have to fill up more often. Maybe, I don't know. You got a
So
truck.
my dad has a truck and a camper, and he said he wants to trade it in for a RV, and I'm like, I don't know about that right now. I don't know, Dad.
Yeah, I know. Like when we took it to South Carolina, we went to the grocery store, and it wouldn't start. And all it was a battery. There's a little thing on the battery. Let's see if I can do this right. It goes down like this on the battery cable. Well, that got it needed to be cleaned. And she said, see, if we would have had a truck, we wouldn't have been stuck here. And I said, how do you figure? If we would have had a truck and it broke down, now we got to move two things.
Yeah, but the truck don't have the little thing in between the battery.
It could have been anything else. It could have been, I don't know, the alternator going out, or it could have been, it could have been anything. But
I
yeah,
was just thinking about the gas prices.
I'd be like, okay, I'm going to spend $800 getting the truck towed. I'm going to spend another $1,500 getting the camper towed. And then it'd be like,
It was okay. He fixed it.
yeah, it was that thing that went.
Our friends were on the way to pick us up, though, because we did call them, and they were on the way to pick us up when he figured it out. And then he got the tools out of the compartment that opens.
Oh yeah.
He was so excited starting.
Then it
He just
started.
started driving away, and that door's open, and I'm like, no! And then some guy was beeping.
Yeah, the door, the side compartment on the side of the camper was up.
He's driving away. The windows were up.
Everything would have fell out along the road, along the freeway.
Yeah, I heard Canada is one of the largest suppliers in the world.
Yeah, I hate politics. Sorry.
Yeah. Yep.
It'll drive you crazy if you think about it all the time. And if I have no control of it, I don't want to think about it.
Yeah, that's why I said when I got this channel, I said there'd be no religion and politics because people's got their own opinions, and that's fine.
That's fine. Everybody does.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Everybody does.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yep. So
So what? So what now?
we need to go for a walk.
I see our neighbor got their umbrella fixed.
Oh, I got windy here
Yeah,
yesterday.
and she's got a great big umbrella on her back porch, and it blew backwards. And I thought, oh, she lost her umbrella. Somehow she got it back.
I know,
together,
because
right?
I thought ours did that one time and it wasn't good after
Yeah,
that.
but it broke. It broke one of the rods on it. So we had a great big one. We had one that was like 12 feet round, 11 and a half feet round. It was a big umbrella. So then it lasted for a while. It lasted a few years. And then we got another one that went down to 9 feet. So now it's a little bit cheaper made, I guess.
That one broke.
That one broke. We left it out and the wind got it. And then recently we bought even a smaller one. It's like we went from 11 and a half to 7 and a half. So
I got it on Marketplace
Marketplace.
Yeah, Marketplace. I didn't know there was anything about sizes. I just seen a cheap umbrella. Let's go get this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so at least we got an umbrella for Father's Day cookout. Randy's already cooked out once this year.
It was good too.
Mm-hmm. Real good. He surprised me. I think I was on the phone and you started it. And yeah.
Okay, Treadhead, Pete, you said you got a tank museum near you, and you got a couple museum ships also. He's in Michigan. Where?
Who?
Treadhead Pete.
Pete is in. No, Pete's in Canada.
Oh, Canada. Okay.
The 40 and Broke is in Michigan.
Okay. The tank museums would be interesting to me because years ago I worked for a company called Buckeye Steel, and we made the top of the tanks. I think they called it the turret. The turret. It was the thing that went around and had the barrel that came out of it. It was that thing, and it was really, really thick iron. And we used to make those, and they would have the big round circle with the B in it, and that was for Buckeye Steel. But we made that for the United States Army, which quite possibly could be on some of them in Canada also. I'm not sure what year they stopped making them for the tanks. London, Ontario. But I'm not sure what year Buckeye Steel stopped making them for the tanks. It was sometime during the time I worked there, I think. But we made those for the tanks here in the United States, which is probably the same tanks and Buckeye Steel was an old foundry. At one time, it was the largest foundry in the world, and it was even a large foundry the day it closed. It was a large foundry. President Bush. What a lot of people don't know is the Bush family is known to be from Texas. Well, they're from Ohio. Then the guy one of the founders or presidents of Buckeye Steel back in the early 1900s, like 1910, 1906, something like that. His son, he had a couple sons, and they went to school, Yale, Harvard, Brown, Ivy schools. And then when they got out of school, they went to Texas. And I think the first president, Bush, was one of his sons, I believe. But it may have been his grandfather that ran Buckeye Still. But yeah, they were from Columbus, and he was in politics in Columbus also. If you look up Buckeye Still and just type in Buckeye Still, President Bush, it'll come up and tell you all about him.
I miss Canadian Scrapper.
It may have been 79. Treadhead.
Oh.
My dad retired from there. He was there 40 some years.
Yep, 2 Canadians.
Yep, he Treadhead Pete from London, Ontario, Canada. We live about 12 minutes from London, Ohio. A little small town. I think London, Ontario, Canada is a pretty decent sized city.
Yeah. Yeah. We used to go, when my kids were little, we used to go to Rice Lake and go camping down there every year.
Rice Lake. Was that by Toronto?
We had to go through Toronto to get there. And then we'd always stop at Niagara Falls on the way back. So I've been to Niagara Falls a lot on the Canada side, but I've never been stopped at the U.S. side, which everybody says the Canada side is more interesting, which it is. I've taken the boat that, I forget what they call that boat, but it's the boat that goes right up to the falls, and it feels like it's pushing, well, it is. It's pushing your boat back, and you're trying to go further into it. Yeah.
Yeah, it could have been. I know they had pictures of the tank, like in administration, and they always made sure the picture had a big B in it.
So Pete and Miss Canadian Scrapper, one's in Kingston and one's in London. Are you guys anywhere close? Is that, how many miles apart is that?
Okay. Yeah, I thought they were about the same size as Dayton, Ohio. That's about what Dayton's got. Dayton might have a little less than that, maybe 350,000.
And our London up here has about maybe
10,000.
Is it 10,000?
Maybe a little more. 12,000.
Yeah, it's not very much.
It's got a Walmart and about 6 red lights.
Our town, we live in a little town, it's got 1,000.
Yeah.
I didn't even think it had that much though.
Yeah, it's a little over 1,000, I think. Not much.
Yeah.
And the funny thing about our little town is, if you look up population all the way back to like 1920, 1910, 1930, the population has always stayed the same. It's always been around 1,000, 1,200. It's always been the same. It's never grew.
Hey, can everybody hit that thumbs up button? I see we got more viewers than we have thumbs up.
Yep.
Yeah. So have either one of you, Pete or Canadian Scrapper, heard of Rice Lake?
Rice
I think
Lake.
it's a big thing there.
Yeah, but if it's...
But it's down or up further. Up somewhere. No. It's there.
It's over there. So they live about 4 hour. It's about a 4-hour drive from each other.
Mm-hmm. How far to Toronto for you? Man, we went through Toronto. It seemed like it took forever to go through there. Forever. Yeah, it was crazy forever. But you know me, I just slept.
Yeah, you slept. I know you did.
Hey, I was good on South Carolina. I don't think I fell asleep, did I?
Yeah, you did.
If I did, it wasn't very long.
You slept so much you didn't even know you slept.
Oh, we seen a terrible wreck.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I hope they were okay.
Yeah, it was one of those guys. It was raining real hard, and I think we had just got into South Carolina, and the hills were like this on the freeway. And we're doing about 60 mile an hour on the freeway because of the rain. This truck with the great big wheels went by us probably about 90 mile an hour. And where the hill did this and went back up like this, that had filled up with water down there. And he hit that. And his truck went.
No, it hit the wall and then it bounced back out.
Oh, did it?
Oh, yeah.
I seen it when it hit the wall the second time. And he was only about 100 yards in front of us.
Oh,
maybe.
I know.
But yeah, he hit that wall like head on. But he's driving crazy. He's driving crazy in a rainstorm.
If he would have hit us or we would have wrecked somehow, my legs would probably broke because that's the first thing you do is your legs go up like you're going to stop the vehicle. But yeah, my leg. But I hope he was okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta be careful out there.
Oh yeah, he's heard of Rice Lake.
Rice Lake
Was there as a kid.
Oh, Kenny and Debbie's heading to Lake Mead before it gets too hot. Everyone have a great day. Bye, Kenny and Debbie.
Have fun at Lake Mead.
Everybody subscribe and watch their channel. They're giving us a lot of ideas of where to go to. And they got a drone too, and I think Debbie takes care of that, but she's really, really good. She can get some really good footage with that. I would lose it. She does it up in the mountains over water and everything. I mean, I'd be falling probably.
I would hit a tree. I'd hit a tree and then lose it.
There goes all of our footage.
It would be like half a mile out, hanging in a tree.
Well, it's almost been an hour. We're going to get off of here. Thank all of you for watching. And don't forget to go watch our other channel, RV Adventures with Randy and Tina. And there's really some exciting footage coming up on there. So don't forget. And we'll see you next Tuesday. Bye now.
Bye-bye.